2025 championships. It is going to be the University of Perpetual Help Junior Altas going up against San Sebastian Staglets for the 19 under division finals. And later on at 11 a.m., we will see the St. Clair Saints going up against the San Beda Red Lions. Joel Porcon alongside my partner Kyle Sanchez, bringing you this ball game. Kyle, good morning to you.
Good morning, and just like that, we're already here in our championship game. And what a journey it's been for both of these teams, for all four of these teams, actually. Right now, we're going to be having the 19 and under with Perpetual and San Sebastian, so it's going to be an interesting matchup. Two contrasting teams. San Sebastian more of a rebuilding phase right now in their season, while Perpetual, of course, having the departures of LeBron, James Diep, and some other key players as well. So Coach Job Cleopas has a tall task ahead of him as well to try and repeat in their NCAA bid. But right now in the offseason, they're trying to experiment with different lineups and having new players. So it's going to be an interesting dynamic for sure.
And we will talk about that and see how that affects the final game for the 19 under division. But before that, let's turn you over to the third member of our panel, Daniel Aguardia, for some additional reports.
Good morning, Joel and Kyle. It's the finals, and both teams are ready to bring their A game for the Golden Staglets. They don't have any plans on letting their chance at a trophy slip away. That is why for team captain JC Enot, he knows there is no superstar mentality in this team. That's why he's very much confident that they will play as a team to get this win. With the added pressure of the finals, all that's left to do for them is to trust yourself, your teammates, your coaches, and the play set. Meanwhile, for the Junior Altas, every day has been a learning progress for the team. That is why for Coach Geoff Cleopas, he said that there is no perfect game, but as long as they do their best and make every possession count, they will gain so much more than just skills. Trust the system, be selfless, and communicate. Those are the things that Coach Geoff instills to the team in preparation for today. It's a final showdown, so let's get this game going. Here is the venue announcer for the starting five.
Good morning, basketball fans. Live from the MedPark Sports Center in Pasay City. The day has arrived, the final day of competition of the National Developmental Sports League inaugural season 19 under finals. It's a matchup between the San Sebastian College Recoletos Golden Staglets versus the University of Perpetual Help System Data Junior Altas. And now let us meet all the players first for the San Sebastian Golden Staglets. Number 1, Joshua Scott. Number 8, Revin Ramilo. Number 11, Joseph Macamanta. Number 14, Russell Santos. Number 15, J.C. Nord. Number 17, Ajong de la Cruz. Number 18, Ralph Rizano. Number 20, TJ Lokban. Number 21, Charles Victoria. Number 25, John Agojo. Number 26, Trans Aranilla. Number 27, SK de la Cruz. Number 36, FF Sanchez. Number 51, Paulo Biasca. Number 62, Mac Vicencio. And number 71, Jed Lazaro. And now let's meet all the players for the Perpetual Junior Altas. Number 3, Hans Castro. Number 5, Marking Cristobal. Number 9, Jim Corpus. Number 11, Kurt Velasquez. Number 13, Perjude Binagatan. Number 14, Kurt Patalinhug. Number 15, Renzo Zanoira. Number 16, Hans Dupar. Number 23, Kirby Bonbon. Number 24, Lance Titura. Number 29, Ezequiel Zamoras. Number 37, Gar Delanas. Number 45, Yasser Palisong. And number 88, Bren Rosales. At this point, ladies and gentlemen, may we request all visitors to stand. Tumayo po tayong lahat. And let us sing the Philippine National Anthem. very much. You may not be seated. Proceed to the center court for the traditional sportsmanship handshake. Under finals, and now let's read the starting fives for both teams. First, for the San Sebastian College Recoletos Golden Staglets. At center, number 18, Ralph Rizzo. Point guard, number 15, J.C. Enoch. Shooting guard, number 17, A.J. De La Cruz. Small forward, number 1, Joshua Scott. And power forward number 36, F.F. Sanchez. Coaching the San Sebastian is first assistant Alvin Gray, assisted by Evan Calo and Gab Daganon. And now let's give it up for the current NCAA Juniors champion, Perpetual Junior Altas. At center number 16, Hans Dupar. Point guard number 11, Kurt Balalinghog. Shooting guard number 88, Louis Rosales. Small forward number 24, Lance Dutura. And power forward number 37, Gar Dorenes. Head coach for the Junior Altas is Jeff Cleopas, assisted by Gerald Dizon. Our officials for this first game are Crew Chief Gomer Obina, Umpire 1 Patrick Abacande, Umpire 2 Elmer Magnaye.
And we've got the starting lineups for the Staglets. You've got Enoch De La Cruz, Joshua Scott, F.F. Sanchez, and Ralph Rizano. Meanwhile, for the Junior Altas, you've got Patalinhog, Rosales, Nitura, Dulanas, and Lupar. And a lot of energy in the court right now from both squads. It's gonna be red versus maroon.
And Perpetual winning against the San Beda Red Cubs in their semifinals matchup. So really having that momentum. Same thing with the Staglets, of course.
Here's Rosales. Gives it inside, but people trying to get it away. Rosales for three. Off to the left.
And the offense of Perpetual, much different now that LeBron James dive is no longer there.
As Joshua Scott starts the offense for the Staglets, getting the first 2 points of this ball game. Steal for the red shirts. Enoch for three. Yes, sir!
Staglets off to a good start, 5-0 to begin this game. And they need that cushion because they know that Perpetual is going to go on their run as well.
And there's another steal by Enoch. They're going to need all the offense early here for the Staglets because throughout this tournament, they have experienced some scoring droughts, especially at the start of the second half.
Oh, they have to strike while the iron is hot, talking about the Staglets. And they have to get out on an early run if they can, which they're trying to do right now. If as much as possible, they could try to go on a double-digit lead here because knowing Coach Job Cleopas and the Junior Altas, they'll have their run later on as well.
And that's a turnover for the Staglets. Ball goes back to the Junior Altas. And we've been having our games here at the Met Park Sports Center. It's a good venue for sporting events. There's just a bit of heat.
Yes, feel like I'm in a sauna whenever I'm here. But this is a relatively new gym, so good location as well. Not too far of a drive for me personally. Only 15 to 20 minutes for my commute coming here.
Well, barring traffic, yes, you are right. Even for someone like me who's from Pasig, this
Oh
isn't
yes,
that far.
very accessible
Yeah.
gym.
And we also, we of course would like to thank Met Park Sports Center for hosting the NDSL. I believe we're not just going to have the basketball series here, we're also going to have, I think, the volleyball tournament here as well later on. That's next in the pipeline for the NDSL as Enot attacks. The layup is up and in! 7-0 for the Staglets. Nitura for 3. That's off. Enot skying for the rebound, but that is stolen by Rosales.
That's what the Perpetual needs to do. They have to try and match the energy of San Sebastian right now. San Sebastian firing on all cylinders to start this game.
As Scott gets it from the corner. Nitura thought about the 3, gives it to Dulanas. The floater is no good.
Perpetuals have gotten good looks at the basket, just have been unable to knock them down.
Here's De La Cruz driving baseline, decides to go out to the cutting Enot. Oh, too strong on the layup. Rosales extra pass to Nitura. They swing it around. Back to Rosales, getting a screen from Dulanas. Cristino asking for it. Nitura, 8 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Patalinhug on the drive. Pulls up for the jumper. That's short.
Not a good shot there for Patalinhug. The defense was right in his face, and credit the defense as well for challenging that shot. The shot selection right now of Perpetual not as crisp and polished as they normally are.
And to shore up the front line, Coach Joff has inserted Binagatan in place of Cristino. Here's Enot, gets away from his defender, kicks it to the corner. Scott for another 3. This one is short.
Almost a similar play to what they ran a couple of possessions ago, wherein Scott ended up with a 3-pointer.
Meanwhile, it is Rosales with a triple. And the referee whistled, blew the whistle. Binagatan called for the loose ball foul.
With that 3-pointer could open things up for Perpetual here.
And they will need it so that guys like Lance Nitura can start operating inside. Meanwhile, triple does not go for the Staglets. Here's Rosales once again. His progress impeded and a foul will be called. Sanchez called for his second personal. Velasquez and Corpus checking into the game for the Junior Altas. Meanwhile, that is Lukban checking in for Sanchez. Early foul trouble for the young big. Score is 10-5 with 5 minutes and 27 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Corpus immediately getting a shot to go in.
And this is what we were talking about just a moment ago. It's important that San Sebastian got off to a good start, because if they hadn't, Perpetual would be up by now.
And here's Enot. He will try and respond. Gets a screen from Scott. Enot attacks. Enot against 3. Gets the layup. But right away, the Junior Altas on the run. Ball is tipped out of bounds and will stay with the Junior Altas.
The Staglets dodging a bullet there. They almost gave up another transition basket to Perpetual, so they have to sprint back on defense.
Meanwhile, here's Corpus. He will attack, kicks it out to Nitura. Spots up for three. That's short.
And it's interesting that now with the departure of LeBron James, I'm looking to Lance Nitura to take on that #1 option spot, at least on offense.
And also what's good with Lance Nitura, he can also create shots for his teammates. We have seen that in several games prior.
That's right. His game has matured quite a bit. He was more of a second and third option last year, but now that some of their seniors have moved on to the collegiate ranks, it's good that he's developing the other facets of his game.
Meanwhile, Mark Russell Santos, that shot is no good. Scott for the pull-up, still nothing going. They get another offensive rebound. Enot underneath, missing. Here are the junior Altas. They get it to the corner. Corpus for three. In and out. Scott is up ahead. Nitura. They bump into each other. And that will be a foul on Scott.
Already the 13th foul for San Sebastian, while 2 team fouls for Perpetual.
We've got 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter. 4-point lead for the Staglets. Velasquez up against Santos. They move the ball around. Binagatan back to Velasquez. Velasquez attacks, he's blocked, but a foul is called on Enot.
And when Enot could not believe that a foul was called on him. Looked like he had all ball up top, but probably there was body contact, which forced our officials to blow their whistle.
So Velasquez, Kurt Velasquez will go to the line for a pair of free throws. Enot will get a rest. Velasquez is 2 for 2 from the line. Cutting that lead down to 2. Here's Victoria. He's double teamed. They swing it around. Santos to Scott for 3. That's off to the left. Corpus looking for options on the break. They get it inside. Binagatan is fouled before he can take the shot. Oh, he is called for the offensive foul?
It looked like he was grabbing onto the shorts of his defender as he was sealing down low. Could have gone either way. Initially, I thought it was a defensive foul as well, but I guess our officials had a better angle. Again, San Sebastian dodging a bullet because they are already in the penalty.
And they have a chance to increase their lead once again. Agoho. They get it to Lukban at the 45. Lukban for 3. Too strong. Velasquez with a rebound. Looking down court. Here's Corpus. Attacks and draws the foul. And it's not quite seen on the frame, but assistant coach M. Hancalo asking for an explanation.
Saying that his player had his hands up, so how was that a pushing foul? But of course our officials explaining that just because you have your hands up doesn't mean you can't get called for a foul. Of course, if there's enough body contact, they have to blow their whistle. Aside from Eman Galo, we also see Gat Dagangon on the bench of San Sebastian. So at least they have a lot of knowledge and wisdom to share to their players, seeing as they're still both active in their playing careers.
And foul will be called in that play as Russell Santos takes a spill on the floor.
Both teams now in the penalty.
Triggering the inbound is Charles Victoria. He gets it right back. He takes a three. That's short, but they get another offensive rebound. Reverse, no good. Corpus harassed by two red shirts. Ball is stepped out of bounds, but will stay with the Staglets.
Even though San Sebastian wasn't able to convert on that putback, one of the keys I feel like they have to, for them to get this victory over Perpetual, is obviously they have to outwork them. Perpetual being the, I guess you could say, the much more talented team, at least on paper. San Sebastian needs to bring more energy and simply outwork and out-hustle the Junior Altas.
No look pass from Corpus going nowhere. Bit of a wild pass. As we've got a report from Daniel. Daniel, take it away.
The 19-year-old JC Enot has been entrusted by Coach Alvin Gray to guide and lead his team into a good performance in this finals. Recognizing that they are in the rebuilding phase and most of the new players in the team have not experienced the finals atmosphere, JC shared that he feels like he's the dad in the team and has reminded the team to not let the pressure get to them. It's important to remember to take it easy, play your game, and to shoot your shot when you can. Let's see how JC Enot can lead his team to a championship title. Joel and Kyle?
And JCE not entrusted with that leadership position, and he did lead them yesterday. Finished with 21 points and 3 assists and 2 steals in that win against Smash Basketball that got them the ticket to the finals.
And you can also see his leadership right now. Even though he's on the bench, he's calling the players who are on the floor, giving them some instructions.
That just goes to show the wisdom as well. We've been talking about the active players that are on the bench of San Sebastian, giving them a lot of wisdom. And even the veteran, well, just like what Daniel said, he considers himself the father of this team. As we see a three go in for Zamoras. Sanchez has checked back into the game. Nice extra pass, but just couldn't convert. Lukban tracks down the offensive rebound. Agoho drives baseline. Scoop layup, no good. Vic Velasquez. Sealing down low was Cristobal, but they couldn't get it to him. Sorry, that's top one underneath. Dribbling violation called on the Junior Altas as a timeout is called. The score is 15-13. It's now a 2-point lead for the Junior Altas. We'll be back. Less than a minute to go here in the first quarter, and it's a 2-point lead for the Junior Altas. The Staglets went ahead early, but just like what you said, Kyle, the Perpetual came roaring back.
That's right, and now we are all tied up. Good job by Victoria following up his own miss.
And they get a steal here. Santos, the shot, he lost the handle, but Victoria is there to track it and get another basket. Zamoras behind the back dribble, gets it to Velasquez. They swing it around, Corpus for three. No. Russell Santos with the rebound. Shot clock is off. They kick it outside. Santos asking for a screen. Santos will pull up, and he gets the buzzer-beating jumper to give the Staglets a 2-point lead at the end of one quarter. Sorry, a 4-point lead. It's now 19-15. This is the finals in the 19 and under division as we take another look at that Russell Santos buzzer beater. We'll be back for the second quarter. This is the NDSL Basketball Series 2025. And a 6-0 run to end the first quarter gave the San Sebastian Staglets a 4-point lead as we start the fourth here. Joel Porcon alongside my partner Kyle Sanchez bringing the action of this NDSL 19 under basketball series finals. What other things stood out to you from that first quarter, Kyle?
Well, the hot shooting from outside of Perpetual really got them back into this ball game. But so far, the 50-50 balls, the hustle points go to the San Sebastian Staglets. And the energy they've been bringing, especially in that first quarter, they need to keep it up for the rest of this game if they hope to steal this one, seeing as they are, I guess you could call them the underdogs in this matchup, going up against the defending champion, Junior Altas.
And Victoria here just showing a lot of energy as he gets that steal and the basket. 6 points for him.
And the defenders of San Sebastian have been incredibly pesky to start this game. And, well, that's how you need to play against this Perpetual team.
And on the attack, Nitura is fouled. Lance Nitura. Will go to the line, I believe, for two. Couple of new players in for San Sebastian. As Nitura gets that first free throw. The second one bounces out, but there was a lane violation, so he gets a redo on that one.
So far, the bench of San Sebastian doing a good job of sustaining the energy that the starting five had with Enot and Scott. This time, Santos manning the point guard spot has been doing a good job. That's why Enot's still sitting comfortably on the bench.
And Nitura gets the second. We might even see later on these two players, Santos and Enot, might play together. Santos calling out the play. Gives it to Victoria. They swing it around. Three is on the way. Yes, sir.
Good shooting so far for Santos. Hit that buzzer beater earlier this time, even with a defender in front of him, hitting that three-pointer.
And Macavinta with a breakaway layup. The Altas in a little bit of disarray. But Dulanas with the putback there. Sanchez, he picked up 2 early fouls in the first quarter. But he's back here now. Victoria will try it from 3. Too strong. Oh, picking up the rebound from over Nitura. As Coach Joff will shuffle his players once again. And SK De La Cruz checking in as well for the Staglets. Santos over to Sanchez. Sanchez wants to attack, fakes, steps through, layup is in, and he will draw a foul.
Smart play there by Sanchez. Once he felt that contact, put that ball up, and he'll be rewarded with an and one. Good use of the up and under as well.
That has to be part of your bag if you're a big man.
Oh yes, especially if you're a bit undersized, and you have to be nimble and agile and have a deeper bag than most. So for in tight situations, you'll be able to pull off moves like that.
Here are the Altas. Zanoria is fouled on the drive. Castro checking in for Bourbon. And I believe that a warning has been issued on the bench of San Sebastian for improper bench decorum. Zanoria preparing for his free throw.
Assistant coach Eman Calo, very vocal and active on the sideline. Maybe trying to prepare for his post-playing career.
Exactly. And you have to, I mean, you have to appreciate also the fact that they are going all out for these games.
Oh yes, they know how important these games are, even though it's only the off season. Of course, these games can really determine how your season is going to go in your mother league.
Exactly. As Rosales hits transition 3 to cut that lead down to 5. It's also about building a culture. I saw earlier how Eman Calo also was, while one of his players was down on the floor, he called out the other players to really help out their teammate on the floor.
That's right. He's trying to help build good habits with these young men, and with the right direction and the right guidance which they're providing, things are looking good so far for this Staglets program.
As Sanchez was fouled on the drive, will take 2. Didn't quite get his game going in the first quarter because of those 2 early fouls.
And the San Sebastian Staglets program has seen some dark days recently, and they are a proud basketball program, so they're trying to get back to their glory days. Of course, San Sebastian Staglets have produced a number of basketball legends, some still playing. You could think of Paul Lee, then you have Eric Salamat, Rafi Reyes, the Bringas brothers, a lot of players from the Staglets program.
Meanwhile, Perpetual has its own set of stars, current stars, in the Junior Altas as Rosales with the D-cell there. Triple on the way, does not go for Macavinta. But another offensive rebound. It's these loose balls, these offensive rebounds that the Staglets are getting, but Corpus with a steal. Uses a slight nudge to get Sanchez out of the way, and he gets the layup. That lead is just at 4. 31-27, 5 minutes and 19 to go in the second quarter. Ramilo gives it up. Here's Macavinta. Ball is tipped. And here are the Junior Altas. Nitura gets it to the streaking Castro. Yes.
Well, that's back-to-back turnovers now for the Staglets, and every possession is going to matter, especially in a championship game, so they have to take better care of the ball.
It's just a 2-point lead as we head to this timeout. We'll be back.
The Junior Altas are definitely not the same players they were the first time they played in the NDSL. For Coach Jeff Cleopas here emphasized that it's essential to get better every day and to always strive for improvement. And with the current close game, Coach Jeff called out the players for a messy first quarter. He reminded the team to think and play smart while on the court and to take it slow and easy because, again, basketball is something they don't need to rush. With the culture of winning, Coach Jeff shared that it's important the players remember that we play hard, become selfless, play for the team, not ourselves. Joel and Kyle?
And those are the words of a champion coach. He has built this program, the Junior Altas, into a champion team, a perennial contender in the junior division of the NCAA.
Definitely bringing this program from the ground up. Not really known as a basketball powerhouse, but now when you think of the Junior Altas, you think it's synonymous with winning. Credit that to Coach Joe Cleopas and the rest of their coaching staff.
They are facing a 2-point deficit right now as the Staglets on offense. And a foul will be called on Rosales. 14 seconds on the shot clock for the Staglets. De La Cruz will trigger the inbound. Now with SK. Oh, the pass was wide. Not giving up on the play. Oh, Corpus, as he tried to save that ball. You admire the hustle, but he just couldn't calculate how to save the ball properly.
Well, a couple of mental lapses there. Obviously, the turnover from, well, near turnover from San Sebastian, and they had the Junior Altas chased after that ball earlier, they might have gotten the possession.
SK launches it far right. So it is a 24-second shot clock violation. Maybe the presence of mind for the Junior Altas to either have gotten to that ball earlier or to just let it go. Anyway, it had the chance to tie or take the lead for the men in maroon. Patalinghug back to Nitura. On the attack, Nitura kicks it out. Triple on the way. Yes, sir!
That was a set shot from Castro. Didn't really jump, get off the ground for that three-pointer. But now the Altas, the Junior Altas, have a 1-point lead.
As Corpus misses on the spin move, gets it right back, and he will draw a foul.
Pushing foul number 15, Paulo Biasca is first. Johnson and Joshua Scott checking in for San Sebastian. It's the third team.
2 free throws for Corpus. Too strong on the first. Second one goes in. 3 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the second quarter. The Junior Altas have taken over the lead. Inot to the cutting teammate. No good on the shot there for Rizano. Nitura from the corner. No. Rizano with a rebound. Here's De La Cruz. Pick and roll. Rizano once again. This time he gets it.
Making sure this time to not miss that layup. 2 good passes now in a row. The ball movement of San Sebastian allowing some open looks at the basket.
Meanwhile, that is another Rosales triple. He has been shooting lights out here in the second quarter. Inot, step back. He will be called for steps.
Switching pivot foots right in front of our officials. That's going to be an easy call.
So,
This was that play earlier.
yeah, from the 2-man game. Meanwhile, the kick out. Nitura to Rosales for the corner 3. Bataling hook against De La Cruz. Gives it up to Nitura. Going downhill. Extra pass to Corpus.
Miscommunication there on the defense. Scott was the lone man in the paint for the Staglets.
And don't look now, it's a 5-point lead for the Junior Altas. 2 minutes and change here in the second quarter as Inot draws a foul on that drive.
That possession could have ended badly for San Sebastian. JC Eno trying to take matters into his own hands. Luckily, the foul was called.
So JC Enot will go to the line. Gets the first.
Plays very similar to his older brother as well. Throwing caution to the wind and especially on those hard drives to the basket.
It's probably in the blood, probably in the genes.
Oh yes, that's an Enot trademark.
As that shot goes in for Rosales.
So both players getting their arms tangled up. Of course, more often than not, the offensive player will get the benefit of the doubt.
But no good on the three-point play opportunity. But the Altas, the Junior Altas, will get another crack at it. Kick out once again. The three is on the way. Too strong. Enot on the attack. Enot goes up and will draw another foul. Doing his best SGA impression right now. Getting to the basket and getting those fouls.
Oh, that's right. Throwing his body into defenders. JC Enot might be a little undersized compared to his older brother, but since he plays the same way, he's just as effective.
And he gets the first free throw.
Might even be a better free throw shooter than his older brother.
The self-proclaimed father of the San Sebastian Staglets.
A young dad. Young dad JC Enot.
Here's Lance Nitura. Gives it up to Corpus once again. Oh, sorry, miss there. Enot immediately looks down court, gives it up, jumper is up, no good. Here are the junior Altas.
A good
Ball is
hands by
tipped.
JC Eno.
Thought that he tipped it off the body of a junior Alta. As a timeout is called on the floor, the score is 40-36, less than a minute to go in the second quarter. We'll be back. It's a 4-point lead for the junior Altas over the Staglets. We've got 59.2 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Nitura gets it back to Rosales for three. Yes, sir!
Just how Coach Joe Cleopas drew it up. Great after timeout play for an easy look at the basket. Well, not really an easy look, but a quality look for the junior Altas.
Here's Enot. He will take the easy layup.
There's been a JC Eno show here in the second quarter for San Sebastian.
Nitura will try from outside. No. Rebound. Going to the Staglets. Shot clock is off. Enot being harassed by Patalinghug.
And he needs to be careful. They are in the penalty.
Oh, the extra pass was tipped, but it will stay with the red shirts. 7.1 seconds to go in the quarter. Triggering the inbound is De La Cruz. Enot. 4 seconds to go. Enot on the attack, loses the ball. De La Cruz picks it up, and that shot will have to be reviewed.
From our vantage point, it didn't seem like it would count since the buzzer already went off. But of course, our officials will have to take another look at it just to be sure, since it is very close. As Enot lost that ball.
They had a couple of attempts at the basket, but I think that last one just a hair late.
And our officials triple checking, because on the floor, both the buzzer and the time already went off. But looking at the instant replay now, it seems as though there was 0.1 or 0.2 seconds left on the clock. So this is how important these instant replays are. These points can make or break the result of this game later on, and could swing the momentum for either team.
And no basket, so the official score at the end of 2 quarters is 43 for the junior Altas, 38 for the Staglets. And again, the Staglets got out early, went ahead early in this ball game, but the junior Altas stabilized everything. As we take a look at the move of the game, the D-cell by Rosales on the way to that layup. That is the move of the game. We'll be back for the second half. This is the NDSL Basketball Series 2025. At the half, the score is 43-38, 5-point lead for the Perpetual Junior Altas over the Golden Staglets of San Sebastian. As we take a look at some highlights from that first half. Any stats that jumped out to you, Kyle?
Well, I would like to point out the transition baskets from both teams. They've made it a point to go out and run. Every missed layup or missed shot or every turnover generated, both teams are out and running to try and get easy looks at the basket. And also the defense of San Sebastian in that first half was very good, very pesky in the trap, forced Perpetual into a bunch of turnovers as well. But the hot shooting from outside, particularly from Rosales and Nedura as well, and some of the other players from Perpetual, has allowed them to have this 5-point lead heading into the third quarter.
And the Staglets will have the first possession of the second half. They've got Lazaro, Inot, Scott, Rizano, and this is De La Cruz. Meanwhile, for the Junior Altas, it is Netura, Dulanas, Rosales, Zamoras, and Patalinhu. Joel Parcon alongside my partner Kyle Sanchez bringing the action for this 19 under finals game of the NDSL basketball series. That is going to be over and back.
Mental lapse there from Rizano. Not sure he knew where he was. Handing off that ball to a teammate who was still in the backcourt. So Perpetual turning up the intensity on the defensive end of the floor to start this third quarter lets you know that they're aware that defense wins championships.
And San Sebastian, as I mentioned earlier, will have to be aware that they don't really get outscoring that well in third quarters. They only average about 14 points in the third quarter in this tournament. Meanwhile, you've got for the Junior Altas, they really crank up their offense. They get to 25 points on the average in third quarters. Miss on the first there by Lance Netura.
And third quarters can be crucial. Obviously, they're not the end of the game yet, but they can really set the tone for the second half. And if you start slow in the third quarter, it's going to be an uphill battle come the fourth quarter.
Especially if you're down. Even if you're just down by 5, you cannot allow yourself to get fall behind even further. As Inot, his pass is picked off by Rosales. Here's Velasquez, quick pass on the transition. That's a basket for Dulanas. Inot, he top scored for San Sebastian in the first quarter with 12 points. But yet another turnover there for the Golden Staglets. And what's the call on the floor? It's a loose ball foul.
Oh yes, I believe after losing that ball, it was yes, Velasquez. After losing that ball, you got called for an offensive foul, pulling on De La Cruz, trying to prevent him to get that ball.
And Russell Santos has checked into the game for the Staglets, giving them a 1-2 punch in the backcourt. Santos and Inot. Netura, nice pass to Dulanas on the break.
And Netura is not only a good scorer, but his playmaking abilities have been on full display here today.
That is 7 assists for Lance Netura. And Sanchez attacks, double clutch, no good. Scott with a rebound, kicks it out. Santos tries from 45, no. And Santos hustling for that loose ball, but the Altas will keep possession. Velasquez with a pull-up on the rebound. Foul will be called on Netura. It's a 9-point lead for the Junior Altas. Full court pressure being employed by the Junior Altas. Here's Scott. Back to Santos. Santos spins. The kick out pass is tipped. And they will have 2 seconds on their shot clock.
Not a good offensive possession for the Staglets. Took too long to try and make that play develop. Now they only have 2 seconds left to work with. But a bailout foul there. Scott will head to the free throw line.
And we've got a report from Daniel. Daniel, what do you have?
It's definitely the finals when you feel the intensity even during the huddles. For the Staglets, assistant coach Eman Calo told the players that if ever they do lose, it will be because of defense. That's why they have to stand their ground, protect the ball, and be aggressive. As for the Junior Altas, Coach Geoff Cleopas has been trying to correct the lapses made in the first half. He called out the players and said that if they don't want to help each other out, the result what they want won't happen. Do things not just with effort, but with conscious effort, because the more they relax, the more problems will arise. Joel and Kyle?
And we always get a lot of these nuggets of wisdom from Daniel in her reports. All right, so we've heard it. It's something that's ingrained in us as basketball enthusiasts and players. Defense wins championships, and that is what assistant coach Eman Calo wanted to impart on his players. Meanwhile, on the other end, Geoff Cleopas emphasizing the need to help each other out. As Scott gets that free throw, cutting that lead down to 8, 47-39. Here's Velasquez, kicks it out to Netura. Thought about the three, to the corner. No. They get another offensive rebound. And foul will be called underneath.
Oh, I initially thought it was a deflection, but I guess our officials saw a little too much contact down in the paint.
And Sanchez will be called for the foul. So 14 seconds on the shot clock for the Junior Altas. Velasquez triggering the inbound. Rosales spots up for three. No good.
And that was another obvious push there.
That's... It will be on Russell Santos. With 6 minutes and 22 seconds in the third quarter. That's already 3 team fouls on both teams. Rosales, harassed, loses the ball. Shot is up, no good. Santos, lefty, short. Third try goes in for Ajum de la Cruz.
He gets rewarded as he was the one who got that steal. And now another trip to the line, this time for De La Cruz. And that foul sends Perpetual in the penalty as well. And this is an opportunity for the Staglets to slowly get back into this game if they're able to capitalize on Perpetual's foul situation.
Ajun de la Cruz at the line. Makes good on the three-point play opportunity. And substitution, Russell Santos checks out in favor of Charles Victoria. Full court, man-to-man defense for the Staglets. Here's Corpus. He had a couple of brilliant plays in the first half. Oh, the pass was behind Victoria. Scott.
Both teams need to limit their turnovers from here on out. Every possession, as cliche as it sounds, every possession matters now. And as the game draws to a close, the possessions get tighter and tighter, and the decision making is going to be put at a premium here. And for Scott, even though simple outlet passes could have ended up in a basket had his teammate gotten that pass.
Here's Velasquez. Gets it to the corner. Zamoras. Yes, sir. Brings that lead back up to 8. 50-42. 5 minutes and 24 seconds to go in the third. Here's Scott. Gets it back. They have it with Sanchez. Stops. Again, that step through, that up and under. He's got that.
And the defense respects it because they know that he has that shot. So once he steps back a little bit and shows the ball, usually the defenders have been biting on that fake, but they have to have more discipline as well, knowing that Sanchez likes to use that move.
As JM Corpus not minding the defense of JCE, not there. Minot swings it to the opposite 45. Three is on the way, no. Rebound goes to the junior Altas. Velasquez attacking. Rams into Sanchez. No foul call. Dolanas couldn't get the shot up, and it will go out of bounds. Will stay with the junior Altas. So Rosales replacing Rosales. They are a pair of shooters.
I think the Staglets will use their coach's challenge there, saying that the ball was not deflected by one of their players and the possession should go back to them.
So there will be a referee's review. Assistant coach Eman Calo still continuing to talk to our referees.
Yeah, Mangalo very animated on the sidelines, knowing full well how important this game is for their squad and for their boys if they're able to pull off this upset. And it looks like he has a point.
So the ball will go back to the Golden Staglets. Oh, and this will be, I believe, a technical called on assistant coach Eman Calo.
He has been in our officials' ear since the start of this game.
So we'll see. We'll wait for the official announcement.
And I love the reaction of Coach Evan Calo, looking very surprised on the sideline. But he's trying to light a fire under his players since they are down by 8 right now with over 4 minutes, 27 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Still a lot of time left.
4 minutes and 27 seconds in the third quarter, and we still have the 10 minutes of the fourth. Here's Sanchez, the big man bringing it down. He's up against Corpus. Sanchez. They swing it around. Here's De La Cruz to Victoria for 3. No. On the rebound. There is a push. They need to clarify who's fouled it. It seems that the referee signaled one number.
A bit of confusion here on the floor. Initially, a foul was called on a Perpetual Junior Altas.
So the foul is on Joshua Scott. Like I was wondering why the referee was pointing the way of San Sebastian.
That's right.
And then he signaled the number 1. There was no number 1 on the Altas.
And it was an obvious push on the back by Scott, as he didn't have the inside position to get that rebound. And that's the 4th team foul now for the Staglets.
So far, the Staglets have not been able to really capitalize on the penalty situation on the Junior Altas.
And you're right about the trend that they've been showing all season. This third quarter has been slower for them compared to the first two, wherein they were off and running and they were shooting very well from the field.
They need to wake up and get some offense going, and a lot of times avoid mental lapses like that. Sanchez brings down the ball. Once again, he is met by Corpus. Victoria. Back to Sanchez. They are looking for options. They've got 10 seconds on their clock. Here's Enot. Enot attacks. Enot is fouled, and Enot will make the basket.
Again, nothing was really happening on that possession for the Staglets. Luckily, JC Enot just found a way to attack the gap. And if not for his heroics, that could have been another bad possession for the Staglets. Instead, he'll head to the line for an and one.
And Enot asking the bench to hype up. He's asking his teammates to wake up.
And they did start this game off with a lot of energy. They haven't been able to sustain it, at least here in this third quarter. JC Enot, as we mentioned earlier, he is one of the leaders, if not the main guy for his squad.
Here are the Junior Altas. Velasquez gets it to Zamoras. Zamoras, step back three. No. Corpus gets the loose ball. Extra pass. Dulanas couldn't get it. Corpus with another offensive rebound, but he loses it. Victoria is up ahead. Victoria, the layup is up and in.
Heads up play there by Enot, seeing Victoria streaking down the floor. All he had to do was give that ball up, and Victoria did not disappoint.
Corpus matched up against Victoria. Kicking it out to the corner. Three is going in. No good. Velasquez tracks the loose ball. He will go for the jumper. Still nothing. And that is a putback for Dulanas.
And now the Junior Altas winning those 50-50 balls.
Oh, Enot just lost his defender. Attacks a little bit wild, but Sanchez is there to clean things up. Velasquez gets it to the corner. Corpus up against Victoria. Zamoras open for a bit. Too strong.
Before we end this quarter, the Staglets could potentially get this lead back if they do the right things. Only a 5-point differential between both teams. Both of them also in the penalty.
The Junior Altas had been in the penalty for quite a while. The Staglets just unable to capitalize. Velasquez saves it. In a rush are the Staglets. Victoria, the layup is up, no good. Rebound goes to Corpus. Fast and furious action here in the final 2 minutes of the third quarter. Corpus thought about the three. He's up against De La Cruz. Asking for a screen from Dulanas. Gets it to the corner for three. No, Scott with the rebound, and he embraces that ball. Here's Enot. Looks up at the clock. Here's Enot. Attacks. Wanted to kick it out, but ball was tipped. Victoria. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Goes up for three. That's wide left. And it will be a shot clock violation.
Oh, good defense there for the junior Altas, not allowing Ina to get into the paint. That's where he's created most of his shots.
32.1 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Nitura has checked back into the game. So has Patalinghog, and they immediately affect this ball game.
Could be the last shot of the third quarter here.
Here's Victoria. Nice cut. And the shot goes in for Rezano. Nitura kicks it out. Rosales for three. No. And that ought to be it. That is it for the third quarter. The Junior Altas maintain a 5-point lead, 58-53 over the San Sebastian Golden Staglets. We'll be back for the fourth quarter. This is the NDSL Basketball Series 2025 19 Under Finals. And we are glad that you could join us here for this 19 and under finals match between the San Sebastian College Golden Staglets and the University of Perpetual Help Junior Altas. Joel Parcon alongside my partner Kyle Sanchez and the third member of our panel, Daniel Aguardia, bringing you the action. It's a 5-point lead for the Junior Altas over the Golden Staglets as we start the fourth quarter. So third quarter, Kyle, things were status quo, just a 5-point lead still. What needs to happen for either team in order for them to get this inaugural championship, inaugural trophy of NDSL?
Well, for the Staglets, I would like to see them give better effort, especially in trying to prevent offensive rebounds to the Junior Altas. In the third quarter, Perpetual got a lot of offensive rebounds and some second looks at the basket. And during the first half, it was the Staglets who were doing that. So they need to try and get back to what was working for them in the first quarter. Also, maybe get out in transition more, get some easy baskets since they've had trouble scoring in the half court in that third quarter. For Perpetual, they just need to keep continuing what they're doing, moving that ball and finding the open man and playing good team defense.
And we'll see if that is what they will do here, as that was a shot by De La Cruz underneath. But Corpus retaliates with his own shot. It's a 7-point lead for the Junior Altas. Victoria over to Scott. 5 seconds on the shot clock. They need to get something going. De La Cruz hoists it up, and that is another 24-second shot clock violation.
And for that possession, they were only moving the ball around the perimeter, not really getting any dribble penetration or at least an entry pass into the post. So good defense there for Perpetual, just sliding their feet.
So, yeah, 7-point lead for the Junior Altas. Here's Patalinghug up against Santos. A slight nudge to create that space, and the short shot goes in. And they are also employing full court pressure. Are the Junior Altas. Here's Victoria. They swing it to the opposite side. De La Cruz attacks. The layup is up, no good. He gets his own miss. Second try, he is swamped by 3 maroon shirts. And yet another 24-second shot clock violation.
And even point-blank attempts did not hit the rim for the Staglets.
As JCE not. And that is FF Sanchez checking back into the game for another push. Patalinghug gets a screen from Nitura. They swing it around. Rosales will try once again from 3. Still no good. He has not made a triple in the second half. Enot thought about the 3. They swing it around. Victoria for 3. Yes, sir!
Well, that could bring some life back into the Staglets squad.
But on the other end, Louis Rosales with a baseline jumper.
And another inbound error for San Sebastian.
As Patalinghug got 3 chances at that ball, at that basket, but just could not convert. Another bullet dodge. We've been talking about a lot of the bullets dodged by either team. Eye in the sky play. Sanchez has to kick it out. Santos. His shot is partially blocked by Nitura. Off and running are the Junior Altas. Nitura extra pass. Rosales, he is blocked by Enot.
A good hustle being shown here by both teams. A block on one end, met with a block by Enot on the other. But the ball will stay with the Junior Altas.
And the players asking for the ball to get switched up. With all of the intensity of this fourth quarter, they just need the ball to get switched to get a drier ball.
There we go, getting some replacements for the balls here as the perspiration of the players getting to the basketball. They're going to show how much effort they've been putting in.
We are using Spalding Legacy 1000 balls here in the NDSL.
Good deflection by Santos.
And foul given up by Patalinghug. Junior Altas preserving their fouls better here in the fourth quarter. Only the first team foul. Here's Rezano. Over to Victoria for 3 once again. Yes, sir, that's his second.
What a time for him to catch fire from 3. Cuts this lead down to 5. Enot almost getting that steal as well.
And you can see the focus in the eyes of JC Enot. He has taken it upon himself to guard Lance Nitura.
And although he's giving up some height, definitely not giving up any heart whatsoever.
As Corpus skies for that rebound. They get another crack at the basket. Here's Nitura, kicks it out. Zamoras for three. In and out. Corpus with a putback.
Another offensive rebound for the Junior Altas.
And they bring that lead back up to 7. Enot to the corner. Victoria, this time it doesn't go.
Oh, that's a heat check for Victoria. Credit, trying to find the hot man, but the other players need to step up as well.
As Nitura will miss on that triple. Rezardo is fouled. Zamoras is called for the foul.
And neither team in the penalty, only the second team foul for Perpetual.
We've got 5 minutes and 20 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. It's a 7-point lead for the Junior Alta, 68-61. Here's De La Cruz. Getting a screen from Sanchez. Oh, lost the dribble, had to give it up. Enot, 6 seconds. Enot tried to get the jump stop. Here's Nitura with a fast break layup. As the timeout is called on the floor, the score is 70-61, 9-point lead for the Junior Altas. We'll be back. And you are seeing right now Paul De La Fuente, the CEO and owner of Finn Cotton Sneakers. They of course a partner of the NDSL alongside Commissioner Joel Ngo. And you can see also there the 2 trophies that we are going to award later on and the medal for the MVP. We have a trophy for the 19 under division and another trophy for the 25 under division.
And still 4 minutes and 57 seconds for San Sebastian to try and steal this one.
But speaking of steals, that is another steal this time by Brent Rosales.
By my count, that's already the third, or let me make that fourth inbound error for the Staglets.
Here's Victoria. He has been a bright spot for the Staglets here in the second half. Enot, he will try from 3. That's off. Rebound goes to Velasquez. Nitura kicks it out. And they will milk this clock a bit. Make sure they get the best shot. Zamoras for 3. Bounces out. Rizano with a rebound. Victoria gets it back to JC Enot. Enot attacks, kicks it out again to Victoria. That shot, and he has gone cold. Nitura wants to give it up to Velasquez. Rosales couldn't get the pass. De La Cruz, he's got Nitura in front of him, and he is bothered enough. But Rizano doesn't mind the contact, gets the basket and the harm.
A good initial block there by Nitura, stopping that 2-on-1 fast break, but no one else ran back on defense to help out.
And that was easy for Rizano to pick that up. So bonus free throw for Rizano. throw is good. Just a 7-point lead. Sorry, an 8-point lead, 72-64. Another turnover forced here by the Golden Staglets. Sanchez looking down court, will attack himself. Oh, layup is short.
Well, that pass was too strong.
And it will go back to the red shirts. Three minutes and change to go here in the fourth quarter. If San Sebastian wants to make something happen, they need to make it happen now. Enot for three. No. Rebound goes to Nitura. Nitura attacks the defense, kicks it out. Patalinghog for three. Off the front iron.
There's still a window of opportunity open here for the Staglets. But they had to get better looks on offense.
And they have to convert those better looks.
Yes, that's correct.
Because we've seen throughout this game, they've been getting good looks. They just haven't been converting.
That's a big fish. If ever that they'll get the fifth foul on Lance Nitura, that's already his fourth.
As the timeout is called on the floor, the score is 72-64, 8-point lead for the Junior Altas. We'll be back. We've got 2 minutes and 21 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. It's an 8-point lead for the Perpetual Junior Altas. And that's a warning on Lance Nitura for delaying the game.
Speaking of Lance Nitura, if I were the Staglets, I would make it an emphasis to try and attack him on defense, seeing as he does have 4 fouls. Of course, he'll be a bit more lax on defense, and if there's help from the other teammates and the defense breaks down, they could pass that ball to an open teammate.
Speaking of passing to an open teammate, Velasquez just dropping it off to Lance Nitura. Enot to Scott, extra pass. Shot is up and in for Rizano. It is not yet mission impossible, probably mission improbable for the Staglets. Here's De La Cruz, over to Sanchez. Enot, he has been quiet in the second half. Rizano, he will try a three. No.
That would have been a big basket.
Just couldn't make it, and the Junior Altas come out with it.
And this next basket could potentially ice the game.
Here's Nitura. He will attack the defense of Rizano, kicking it out. Rosales for three, short. But again, that's another rebound for Nitura, but he is called for the traveling violation.
So maybe one last attempt for a comeback here for the Staglets. But obviously, time is not on their side.
Here's Enot up against Patalinghoog. Enot goes up, he's fouled.
He's just trying to barrel his way into the teeth of the defense. Once again, going to be rewarded with another trip to the free throw line for JC Enot.
First one went in for JC. Two for JC Enot. And Charles Victoria will check in for FF Sanchez. 50 seconds to go. Here's Patalinghoog. Loses Victoria, but wisely pulls it back out. He's up against De La Cruz, gives it up. Rosales going inside, layup is up, no. Rebound goes to Scott, and that will be the 5th foul on Lance Nitura.
And if both free throws are converted, it's only going to be a 4-point lead.
So Scott will be tried at the line. First one goes in. Just a 5-point lead for the Junior Altas. Second one bounces out, and they get the loose ball. De La Cruz gets it to Enot.
They need to hurry. The shot clock is winding down.
That shot is wild, but they get another loose ball here. Oh, because the ball did not hit the rim, another 24-second shot clock violation.
And if they had converted that basket, that would have put the pressure back on the Junior Altas. But now, if they're not able to get a steal here in the next possession, the Staglets will have to play the foul game. And Perpetual, all they need to do is go to the free throw line and knock down those free throws. And this is where that championship experience comes in for Perpetual.
And you cannot discount the heart of a champion.
Oh yes, especially in the end game, wherein things get a little bit more tense and possessions get a little bit tighter, and the decision making is put at a premium. There's sometimes, if you don't have that championship experience, you'll tend to be a bit more hesitant in certain situations. But Perpetual knows exactly what to do in ball games such as this.
Then they will have a play drawn out for them by Coach Geoff Cleopas. 15.1 seconds to go in the 4th quarter. It's a 5-point lead for the Junior Altas. San Sebastian Golden Staglets. Still a sliver of hope here, but a minor miracle needs to happen for them. Corpus will trigger the inbound. Patalinghoog receives, and they foul. Oh, there's no foul called.
Could have been a steal there
Uh-huh.
for the Staglets. Luckily, Perpetual gets the ball back. But Talinhog needs to be aware of the defense at all times. Didn't see the help defender trying to double him.
And Corpus, once again, will trigger it. Eating the clock here.
And the Staglets need to foul here, wasting too much time.
And finally, De La Cruz called for the foul. But then again, that's only their second team foul.
And that's a double-edged sword that you were not able to get into the penalty early. But now that when you need to put a team at the free throw line, it's not looking good. And since that's only their third team foul, the clock might just run out here by the time they get to the penalty.
Precisely. We've got 3.3 seconds to go in the fourth quarter.
That's right. And even if Perpetual doesn't go to the free throw line, this 5-point lead is going to be enough for them to get this championship in our inaugural season.
So the University of Perpetual Health Delta System Junior Altas are the inaugural champions of the 19 under division in the National Developmental Sports League Basketball Series 2025.
What a game it's been. The San Sebastian Staglets should not be ashamed of their performance here today. They put up a good fight, and they started off very well, especially in that first quarter. It's just in that third quarter where they got in a slump where Perpetual was able to take advantage, and they never looked back.
And they will receive the trophy that you caught a glimpse of earlier. But before that, let's give you our player of the game, Jim Corpus, who was consistent all throughout this ball game to give the University of Perpetual Health Delta System Junior Altas the win in this finals game. And he is with Daniel right now. Daniel, take it away.
Thank you so much, Joel. First of all, congratulations for getting the championship title here in the 19 under division. So, Jim, you've produced 16 points, 11 rebounds, a double-double performance. So how did you remain consistent despite having that added pressure that this is the championship finals?
Naging kalmado lang kami at binigay namin yung best namin na kasi yun nga sabi nga ni Coach Finals to, may experience na din kami sa mga gantong laban. So yun, binigay namin yung best namin at yung lalo na yung mga rookie namin, yung mga bago namin, ginaguide namin sila na magawa nila yung yung mga pwede nila makontribute sa team. Yun.
Of course, this is the National Developmental Sports League. It's all about developing the team, the players. So for you, comparing yourself from before, how have you changed, how have you improved that you will bring into your next few leagues?
Dino-double time ko lang lagi yung mga ensayo ko. Nagdo-double workouts ako, double extra para mas lalong mag-improve pa everyday.
Of course, it's a finals. You have a lot of people watching you right now. Would you like to greet or thank anyone? This is your time.
Of course, si God. Di namin makukuha yung kampyonato na to kundi dahil sa kanya. Of course, sa Tamayo family, kay Busanton, tsaka sa family ko, sa Campo family, Balois, kay Mama, at saka kay Coach Bray. Happy birthday, Coach Bray. Kay Coach Wilmar, kay Mama Ina, yun, mga teammate ko.
All right, thank you so much once again. Congratulations, Jim, for being our best player today. And for the Junior Altas, for winning. Back to you, Joel and Kyle.
And congratulations, Jim Corpus and the Junior Altas for winning 74-69. Thank you, Daniel LaGuardia, for that interview. And final notes on this ball game, Kyle.
Well, once again, Perpetual stamping their class in the juniors ranks, and Coach Job Cleopas, even with the departure of some of their key players, is the system that has been working so well for this Junior Alta squad. And things are looking bright for their future, together with the San Sebastian Staglets also. And even though they are in a rebuilding phase, they've been performing well in these off-season leagues. Credit the coaching staff. And well, for both of these teams, I expect nothing but good things from them in the future.
And that's it for the 19 under division. The University of Perpetual Health Delta's Junior Altas win 74-69 over San Sebastian College Recoletos Golden Staglets. As we are now listening to the school hymns. First, we are listening to San Sebastian's, and later on, we will also listen to Perpetual. And after that, we will have the awarding of the trophy, and I believe also the MVP for the 19 under division. So let's just take a moment to listen to the school hymns.
If I remember correctly, Gab Dagangon used to play for Perpetual back in college.
That's the school hymn of the junior office of University of Perpetual Help, Delta System. You can see our boss, Farley Aguila, getting things ready. And you can see there, Commissioner Joel Ngo and Head of Operations and the other technical committee. So we'll have a photo opportunity for both teams. So Perpetual went through this entire tournament without, I believe, oh sorry, they did have one loss, I believe. But they stormed through the rest of the competition.
And it's that continuity by Coach Joff Cleopas' program. His holdovers who are now the veterans of his team who are going to carry their success moving forward.
And their only loss coming at the hands of the San Beda Red Cubs, whom they also defeated in the semifinals yesterday. Meanwhile, for the San Sebastian Golden Staglets, they finished the eliminations at a lower seed, but they were able to upend and win in the semifinals. Let's take a look at the trophy of the 19 under division.
Even with the departure of some of their key players, obviously this Perpetual Junior Alta squad still a force to be reckoned with in the high school ranks.
You can see there Coach Geoff Leopas, the rest of the team. That's your champion, the Junior Altas in the 19 under division.
Let's give them a round of applause, the champions El Fuego, Perpetual Junior Altas.
The inaugural champion in the 19 under division. And now we have the MVP for the 19 under division. It will go to none other than... Wait, we'll wait for the announcement to make it official. Although Albert has already shown me a código.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the season most valuable player, a consistent performer, almost scoring double-double in all departments. Your season most valuable player,
And so your inaugural MVP for the NDSL 19 under division, Lance Nitura. His tournament averages before this finals game, 13 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists on 55% field goal shooting.
And I'm really looking for Lance Nitura to be the main guy for this team for the remainder of his high school career with them. And what a development for his individual growth of being a second and third option when LeBron James Diop was there, and now being thrust into that main role. And so far, he's been performing very well.
And not only does he get the medal, but he will also get something from Finn Cotton.
Oh yes, one of our sponsors, of course, Finn Cotton. Proudly Filipino-made casual shoes.
So congratulations once again to Lance Nitura and the Junior Altas for grabbing the inaugural championship of the National Developmental Sports League Basketball Series in the 19 under division. But it's not yet over. Up next, we move over to the 25 and under division finals, and it will be disputed between the St. Clair Saints and the San Beda Red Lions. On behalf of my partner Kyle Sanchez, the third member of our panel, Daniel LaGuardia, and the hardworking men and women of Nudge Sports and NDSL, this has been Joel Parcon. We'll see you after this break.